and the toxicity that they're still stuck in, because they truly in their heart and minds believe that you should be who they are, where they're sitting, how they're feeling, what they're going through. You should be going through what they're going through. All because of similar commonalities, familiarities. It's just that streamline effect of everybody goes through the same things. Some people do experience the same shit, but overall, all of us will decide to do the same shit, let alone take the same road, go down the same path, go down the same block or take the same advice. You know, some people never thought to think for themselves. Some people really thought that other people's opinions and advice and guidance will lead them in the right direction. Some people never thought to think for themselves, but they're upset at the fact that you do, or that you did, or you have, and still going to. You know, some people are more upset with the fact that, there we go. People are more upset with the fact that, you did decide to choose the other routes, create a lane and keep walking on the lane that you create in. Some people are upset with the fact that, you did go through the same thing, but what happened? Why aren't you better? Why aren't you spiteful? Why aren't you mad? Why are you not upset? Why aren't you trying to get your get back? Why no revenge? Where's your vengeance? Some people will truly show you that they don't believe in themselves more than they believe in the Most High. Some people don't even seek the guidance of the Most High more than they seek others' guidance. They won't even talk to themselves, ask themselves the questions, or even think for themselves to make those moves by themselves because more geared towards codependency, where they are dependent on other people's answers and guidance to guide them in the same direction that they went in, and they're still sitting down doing the same thing. Some people will lead you in a direction where it did lead them into a brick wall, and they just want you to go through towards that same brick wall too. Why not? You know, if you break through that brick wall, shit, then they'll walk right behind you, and if it wasn't for them making you walk through that brick wall, hurting yourself. The many times they manipulated you to keep walking down that same fucking path because the answer is for you. It's just as many times that they will try to, you know, remind you, hmm, that they did lead you to that brick wall. They just won't take accountability of how many times you actually hurt yourself, believing that they actually did, give you the right directions. But once you did break through that brick wall, the answers were all there the whole time. It was on you, your decision. You chose to hurt yourself by listening to other people that really never even took their own advice, or are still mad at the people that they did take advice from that led them to that break. But you were so determined to go through that brick wall because you were mad at meeting that brick wall. It's the fact that somebody is dragging you down because you did go through that brick wall. They'll in turn get mad at you for breaking through it and creating from it. Some people just want you to rely on their point of view, even if it's skewed, even if it's tunnel vision, even if it's blinding. It's blinding their truth that they don't want you to do anything more than what to do. And some people are just as crooked in the mind to really make you, you know, actually push you. That brick wall is just there for you to not only stand in front of, or attempt to hurt yourself by trying to go through it, but it's there to really show you they really don't want you to grow further than where they're still stuck at. Because that commonality, that familiarity, that similarity will always make people believe that you are supposed to still be in the same position as them. You are supposed to still be like them. But everybody has a choice, y'all. And some just are more upset with their choices and the choices that they still choose them because there is commonality in it. There is familiarity in it. You know, There's a lot of similarities to it. There's trauma within it. And again, that's bonding. You'll get more people upset with you because you don't want to bond over the trauma that you grew from, that you are healing from, all because to stay within it is empathy, is sympathy. Sitting there hoping that those that have the trauma will continue on to reel in the trauma. Therefore, there's no one to blame. There's nothing to change. And they don't want you to change. Because why change? Change means you are moving away from what kept you, and that's the trauma. That's the bullshit. That's the drama. Some would rather lead you to a brick wall, hoping that you never break through because you upset with meeting up with that brick wall. Because they want you to stay in the commonality of things. They want you to stay in the familiarity of things. They do to stay in the similarity of things. Because to be in that energy, there's no changes to be fucking made. But if you make changes and you are using your free will to move you with the choices that you have to choose from, then shit, you'll hear more of fuck you. More than you'll hear, you know, go you. Some more upset with the fact that they didn't choose for themselves. They let others for them. And they're being more upset with you choosing for you and not letting them choose for you. Overall, those are the same people that are more afraid of breaking through the brick wall because they're afraid to get hurt. But those are the very same people that sat back and led you to that brick wall and watched you get hurt. But those are the very same people that will be behind you, break through that brick wall and build with those bricks that you actually, broke. Huh. Know what the most I got you? I'm sorry. Do you have what? I swear I get on here and just talk. So, uno momento while I log on to even know what we are talking about. Okay. Brick walls and people's emotions, trauma, what holds them. That's really what I'm talking about. I've been talking about. Big kids, no, I don't know what that means. But yeah, appreciate y'all for actually sitting with the random thought. Not the most I got you. I'll be back on in a few again with another.